Hey guys, it's Gigilicious back at it again with another episode 8 of Real Talk with Gigilicious. And of course, I have my beautiful co-host, Aubrey.
Hey.
Anna. Hello, beautiful.
Hello.
So, you guys, we have another guest today. Do you want to say who it is, Aubriana?
Yes, we have Faux Rich here.
Yay! If you guys don't know her, she is known for her TikToks. Please follow her. They're fucking amazing. Hi, beautiful. How are you? Thank you so much for coming.
Hi, thank you so
hilarious.
much for having me. Oh my gosh, I love you too. Hi, thank you so much for having me. Yes, I'm Faux Rich. Also, she, her, princess.
Responds to any of these.
Responds to any of those. Those are my pronouns. I know it sounds like I'm making fun, but honestly, that's like what my grandma calls me. She's like, "Hey, princess." That's what everyone calls me. So
I get
what
when you go
by.
live or whenever you post a new thing, I get, princess is going live. And I'm hello. What
Like,
are you doing?
That's my girl.
Princess. You want to give you a little intro, like how you started and stuff?
Yeah. So I kind of went viral by accident. Surprise, surprise. Happens sometimes.
Lucky shit.
So I went viral by accident literally when I was like waiting in a Zoom lobby to go into class last semester. I was making a TikTok because I was like, someone asked me, "Oh, have you always been this confident?" And I was like, girl, the key to confidence is faking it. If you fake it until you make
Fake it till you make it. That's literally one of my mottos.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's what
then
she says all the time.
I'm like, then you'll be that way. So I said that, and it like got 1 million views overnight.
1 million right away? Was that your only TikTok that's gone like viral right away, or did you have a couple that had like 1,000 views or like 100?
No, I had one before, and I was unboxing a pair of like Louis Vuitton shoes, and then that got like 2 million.
Can't relate.
And then I like posted another one of like when the quarantine first happened, I put like toilet paper in a Louis Vuitton box, and I opened up the box.
I saw that
and
one.
I was like, guys, thank you for sending me PR. I was like, oh my God. And people thought it was funny.
That.
And that got,
I saw the caption for that and I was like, what? Like she goes, opening my PR package. And I was like,
PR
from Louis Vuitton?
And then
How do you get on that?
No, that was like the first time I ever heard myself, because like on TikTok you can like use other people's sounds, and that was the first time I ever like scrolled the For You page and saw someone like using my voice on my For You page. It was so
which
creepy.
one was that? Which
the
video?
one opening up the PR box.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
See, that's cool. I know. I always go on my TikToks. I'm like, has anyone used my sound? I'm like, no, my voice is too squeaky, too high pitched. No, thank you.
People make fun of my voice all the time because it's too high pitched.
Yeah, I think you can relate to me too all the time. I actually just like recently at fucking work, some girl was like, "You're up here. You need to get down a notch." I'm just like, I can't
she's
help.
too happy.
That's just my voice, you guys.
They literally told her that she's too happy.
I get that all the time too.
And that hurt me. I can't change myself. So for me, like that was kind of like heartbreaking. And also it was like my first like table of the day at my job. They're like, "You're up here, bitch." Like bring down. I'm like,
fuck you. I'll be a bitch for the rest of the day.
But now I'm just like, you know what? Fuck you guys. If you guys don't like my fucking voice, then don't eat pizza then, bitches.
I just don't get why people care like what your voice sounds like, or like it's like, oh, one of the biggest rumors is that I fake my voice.
No, I'm
Please,
sorry. Yeah.
please. Like I go live every day. I post videos of just my voice talking every single day. Like you can literally ask any single person who's known me for longer than 4 seconds, and they would know that this is literally how I talk.
That like faking your voice would like that's a lot of dedication.
It's a lot of hard. Like I've gone on other podcasts. This is how I talk. I shoot videos every day. This is how I talk.
mean, I guess
I go on live every day, and people are like, something doesn't sit right with her voice. I'm like,
why are you watching my live?
Right? Like
I'm
sorry, these are my vocal cords.
Yeah. And then people are like, there's literally one video floating around on the internet of like me, like a bunch of videos of mine like stitched together, and it's like how my voice fluctuates because sometimes I can talk down here when I'm upset about something, and sometimes I can talk up here when I'm excited about something, and people are like, look, if you listen closely you can hear that she's changing her voice. I'm like, yeah, that's how voices work. That's how vocal cords work.
But not thinking about it, if you get hate, what has been like the worst like hate comment or like message you fucking receive?
The worst hate that I ever get is like whenever one of my videos goes viral, there's always like a troll of people who say that either I fake my voice, or people who are like, oh, they're like, oh, you're fat. And I'm like, I'm like, okay.
Bitch,
I'm like,
aware.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, surprise. I love your astute observation. If you would like to say anything more, Captain Obvious, I would really appreciate it.
But like you're all fat where? In all the right places?
But it doesn't even matter. I'm like, okay. Or, I get like, what's the worst? Oh, I've gotten that like my eyes are too far apart. And I'm like, okay. Like, okay,
people
cute.
really be out here trying to say things that you're like, okay, what am I supposed to do about that?
I know.
Like,
and what do you want me to do?
I'm like pushing them together.
I'm like,
I got you. You know,
like no.
Give me a sec. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no. People sometimes say that. I don't know. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of rumors about me on the internet, and I always have to clear them up because it's really weird.
You know, you're big when you have all these rumors.
Mm-hmm.
But also when you go when you have this like the bad like comments and stuff, do you respond to them? Are you that girl that would like call them out and be like, oh, you know, because I know you had a Captain Obvious, but how many times do you actually like respond to hate?
I don't really respond to hate that often. I've responded a couple times when someone was like trying to find evidence on me. I'm like, hold on, let me shut this down, babe. There's no evidence anywhere. Like, where are you gonna go? Like, I had people like DMing every single person that I follow on Instagram, like every single guy that I've ever followed, and was like, "Are you her ex?" Because people were trying to find out who my ex was, because I'd like made one video about my ex.
Oh, he was in one TikTok.
Yeah, he was
in the back of like the car.
Yeah, he was literally in 2 TikToks that I made, and Mia Khalifa liked one of them, so it went viral.
Yes,
I know.
But now that you obviously have been viral and you have a lot of followers, have you gotten any hate from people that they actually know you? They're kind of like haters or anything. Are they supportive?
No, everyone is like, now all of a sudden everyone's my bestie.
Oh,
All of a sudden everyone from high school is like my bestie.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm like, quite interesting now. But I honestly, like, it's not new to anyone because I've always acted like I was famous. And, like, I don't feel famous. I'm not saying I'm famous, but like I've always acted like I was famous.
There,
yeah,
like that. Yeah,
like in high school, like I was voted most likely to have their own reality TV show. Like
I think it's still true.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
I feel like I've always like acted that way, and so like it's not like new to anyone. So it's like people who knew me are like, this is not surprising. Like, this isn't shocking at all.
What's something that people say about you that is not true?
Oh my God, I just saw my Instagram story, but I'm adjusting it on here and making it official. I'm going to look in the camera. I did not fuck Jaden Smith. Can people stop saying that rumor? I didn't do it. And if I did, I would have used it for clout, but I didn't.
I would have told all of you guys
I would have said
it was
something,
like, how he sounds when he moans,
literally, I'm
the
like,
size of his dick.
I'm like, I would have been secretly recording it. Like, there would have been, you know what I mean? Like, I just like, it's so irritating. I said,
where the fuck did that come from though?
Okay, so I posted a video and people were like, oh my God, have you met any celebrities? Because I live in LA. And I'm like, yeah, I have met plenty of celebrities. I know plenty of famous people. It's like not a big deal here. Like, I run into famous people all the time. So I legit was like, oh, it's the nicest people I've ever met. I'm like, Jaden Smith is one of the nicest people I've ever met. He was so cool. I was like, oh, we watched, people were like, oh, what did you and Jaden Smith do? I'm like, oh, we just watched music videos. Like, that's all we did. And people were like, you fucked. Oh, you must have
watched music videos. I know what that means.
They were like, she definitely banged. And like, then I get DMs about it like every day. And I'm like,
but also, how was it?
Literally, they're like, is it true you fucked Jaden Smith? And I'm like,
I wish.
I'm like, I'm gonna have a seizure. Like, I'm literally gonna stroke out right now because no, I didn't. If I did, I would have said something about it. But I haven't. Okay.
Yeah, I try to keep secrets from you guys.
And it's so weird because it's the only person that people like try to make out like that I hooked up with. That's like famous. Because I was like, oh, I met Chris Paul. Why didn't you think I fucked Chris Paul, huh? Am I not good enough to fuck an NBA player? I'm like, why am I good enough to fuck Chris Paul, huh? Like, why just Jaden Smith, huh? Like, I'm not good enough to fuck Chris Paul, but I didn't fuck any of them.
But Chris Paul, hello.
I'm like, but Chris Paul. Like, no, not
so rich.
I'm like, not really. Because I met like his wife? Girlfriend, like they were his baby mama. I don't know who, but like I don't know if he's married.
I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. Him. But like I met all of them. Like I met his kid. I met all of them.
I think like all of his hoes.
No,
the main and the side.
You're like the main
and the one that he calls
side.
on holidays.
No, I just met like his wife and like his kid and stuff like that. Like no big deal. No
I
biggie.
think that's so funny.
Vibes.
So I see that you actually have a little cute ass journal right now in front of us. It says professional bimbo.
Yes, that's mine.
And I also see that your sweater says bimbo
University.
Yeah. So you want to tell us about that? Because I know like a lot of your videos are on that, and I love them. I fucking obsessed with those fucking videos. I will watch your fucking lives every fucking morning. Also, she does her makeup in the mornings, and they're fucking honestly like awesome to watch. I do my makeup with her, but she's like way faster than me.
Oh,
So-
I know. People always tell me that I'm really fast.
Yeah.
You're
and
on live for like 2 seconds, and I'm like, oh, okay, girl.
Yeah, I know.
I would have been
People-
live for like an hour and a half. And
I know. People tell me I'm really fast, and I'm like, am I? I feel like I'm slow, but like I feel like I don't know.
No, the other, I think it was when I messaged you on it that day, you literally were telling them like, oh, this is how I put my lashes on. You guys want to do it? You guys want to see it? Literally 2 seconds. She goes, and then you squeeze them. And I was just like, I'm still blowing my eyelashes, like waiting for it to dry. And she's just like, bloop.
She's
done.
done.
Yeah.
Out the door.
I don't know. My young followers always ask me like how to put on makeup and stuff, and I'm like,
my
I'm so
young
grateful. I'm so grateful to have lived through the 2016 makeup movement because it's how I learned how to do makeup. I'm like, it's all I know how to do.
Thank you, James Charles.
I know. I'm like, thanks, like Nikki Tutorials, and thank you everyone who did makeup on YouTube.
Nikki tutorials.
I used to watch Bethany Moda a lot. You know
I
who
never-
she was?
no, I
No,
never
she was
knew
like
who
Mac
that
Barbie 07. The fact that I know her thing is really
Jeffree
cool.
Star. I was gonna say
I don't fuck
before
with
he was
Jeffree Star no more.
controversial, but he's
Yeah.
always been controversial.
Yeah, exactly.
I bought the palette and then
And then
Manny MUA.
I used to know, the thing is,
what happened? I don't know.
what
Ever
happened.
since like he was, I don't even know.
The last
don't know
time I
what
saw
happened.
him, he was at a FITM fashion show, and he was like him and Nikita were one of the like people there like to sign autographs and all
Nikita
that
went
stuff.
to FITM.
So she did.
Yeah,
I know
that's
that.
Remember that whole
why.
thing when she like was lying about like when she graduated?
No.
She got like so much shit because she like posted a picture about like when she graduated and it like wasn't the actual like day.
Damn, I'm actually very
Oh.
curious. I didn't even know Nikita. That makes sense why she was at the fashion show because like
Dude, honestly, when you're even like a influencer, like even just like a little one, like everything is controversial. Everything I say is like, it's a freaking political debate. I'm like, go debate your mom.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you debating me? Like, well, I said what I said and I meant what I said.
Aubriana is that bitch that you debate with though. She will win and she will win. That's the problem. That's why every single time my friends are like, hey, you know that your best friend is like on me, like telling me all this shit. I'm just like, bitch, you started it. Like you
shouldn't
should
have
have
come and
never
tried
said
to say
anything to
something to
Aubriana
me.
because that bitch is not gonna stop now. You started it, she's gonna finish it. You know? So
I'm not like, you make me sound like I'm crazy. It's not like I'm like, you need to understand what I'm
first of all,
saying.
I just give you a compliment.
Yeah.
You start something, then you'll finish it. Like, hey, I'll shut you up. Like,
That's
you're
true.
welcome. Which is true though.
I don't go
You-
looking
there
for
is-
fights, but
when it
Yeah,
I know
comes
how
but
to
they
defend
come to you.
I know how to defend myself.
I feel like, dude, I'm telling you,
Fuck
like
with
the
me.
way that people just come up with the most crazy things. Like you can comment anything on anybody's page, and then if they see it, and then it's like now it's like a whole thing. I was told that I lied that I moved out at 18. I'm like, why would I lie about that? Why would I lie about the most simple thing?
Did you call my mom?
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what? You're gonna hang out with my mom now and like gonna find out if I moved out at 18? Because I did.
But I don't understand why people are so like
Obsessed.
Obsessed. People are obsessed when it
Yeah.
comes to that. That's why I'm kind of like scared to be an influencer or something like that. But for you, because I know I have a couple friends that are influencers, like and mentioning like where you live or being locally, I have to be like very careful. Like for me, you know, I'm no one yet, you know,
Right.
so I don't have to worry about that. But for you guys, like, you actually have to like constantly remember, like, fuck, I can't say I'm da 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 from here. I'm like, oh, I'm
Right.
going over here. You know, I'm like,
Right.
shit.
I can't do anything. Like even like I'm not even like big. Like I have like 100,000 or whatever, and like it's fine.
It's
My
like,
3
or
followers on
whatever.
TikTok.
I think I
Like-
have 16 followers on TikTok.
But okay, but
Follow me.
but like on the internet, like 100,000 followers
Yeah.
isn't like a huge amount. Like they can be from anywhere. I've been recognized 4 separate times at 4 separate places, and it literally scares me because I'm like, oh my god, these are places. But like they'll be like at a Starbucks. I'm like, now I go to this local Starbucks and this barista knows who I am. I'm so scared.
I can
Like I'm
never
like
go back.
I'm like, oh, like I don't know. Like it's frightening because you never know what people's intentions are. But like
Yeah, that's
hopefully
true.
they're
I'm
good.
I always think positively and very
Yeah.
great about people. So I
Yeah.
think that's definitely going to be like a downfall for me because shit, that's how people get fucking
Trusting
raped. Or,
everyone.
yeah, people get
Right.
like abducted and stuff because if someone says I'm pretty, I'd be like, hi, thank you. Like, want to be best
pretty?
friends?
Okay.
No,
that's
that's
how I
me.
am.
Get something to
That's
eat?
literally me at the club. I'm that girl in the bathroom who's like, "You're the most beautiful girl
Yes.
I've ever met." Like, I'm the bathroom girl.
The amounts of times I've fucking like met all my girlfriends, like it has been in like
The bathroom's a special
IV
place
type
for
of thing,
girls.
you know, college campuses, and I met them all through the fucking bathroom pissing, or like
Yeah.
we're over here complaining like we're at a guy's house and they don't have toilet paper. What the fuck, you know? Like,
Oh my God.
that's how it is at
Oh my
fucking
God,
college
no.
house.
Wait, did you see that TikTok of that guy who said that he's gonna start
leaving tampons in his bathroom
and like all kinds of products
I
at his
love
house.
that.
He's all for my hookups, for my friends, for whoever comes over. And I was
Shout out to you, bro.
if I was hooking up with a guy who just like lived like by himself, and I went into, I was like, thank you, sir.
See, I want to think
not that I like
tonight.
That's right.
I want to think like that, but my first thought, if I go to a guy's house and he doesn't have navy sheets and he doesn't have like the standard single guy stuff, I'm like, oh, he has a girlfriend. Like if I go to a guy's house and he has white sheets and 3 pillows, I'm like, girlfriend alert, girlfend alert. I don't know why I'm like that.
Well, I don't think he's
really
like
thought of it
hiding
that
the
way.
girlfriend. Like he's like hooking up with you and you don't know that he has a girlfriend.
Yeah. Have you ever like gone to someone's house and you're like, girlfriend alert?
I not at their house, but I hooked up with a guy and I found out that he had a girlfriend after.
No.
But the thing is, he was fucked up about it. So like we hung out, like he would like pick me up before school and like we'd go on like a morning hike and then like we'd do stuff together at lunch and then like after school he'd be like we'd get food and then he'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go home and change and I'm gonna pick you up and we're gonna go do something later.
It sounds like he has no life.
And I was like, okay, no, for real. But then we did that for like, I don't know, however long. And then after we hooked up, one of my friends was like, I'm pretty sure that he's like dating so-and-so over like at the other school.
Oh, wait, I told you that, bitch.
Yeah, you told me.
I told you that story.
And I straight up went to him and he had been like so chill with me and he was like, what, you thought I was innocent or something?
No, I remember. So I went
And
to
I
a
was
different
like-
high school. And I went to the
I hooked up with
bathroom.
him 2 times after that.
And
too,
for some
still,
reason,
but-
I heard this guy's name,
Ask
the
Gigi
girl.
what he looked like.
First of all, we had cheer.
When he walked in to come pick
When
me
he-
up, Gigi almost fell.
I was just like,
He was
she
hot?
goes, yeah, I'm going on a date with the he's gonna pick me up. And I was like,
It wasn't
okay,
a
cool,
date.
da. And then he walks in our actual gym and asks for Aubriana, like, hey, is
His phone was
Aubriana
dead.
here? And I'm just like the fuck? Like, yeah.
She was all, for me?
And I was just like, that's him. Like, okay. I was like, yes, bitch, go. And I was hella jealous. But then so I remembered his name because I was so like low key obsessed with him. I was like, oh, this bitch is so fucking lucky. So when I went to my bathroom in my high school, that name came up and I was like, wait, what? Like, I feel like this name is fucking familiar. And then all of a sudden I was like, yeah, like, is dating him, all that stuff. And I left the bathroom and I got out of the stall and I was like, wait, what? Like, who are you talking about?
Can
He
you
goes,
repeat the
are you
person's
talking
name
about
that you just
this guy
said?
that goes to this school? And they're like, yeah, he's dating so-and-so. And I was just like, oh, Aubriana. I just came out of the fucking bathroom right now and so-and-so was actually dating so-and-so. And I was like, fuck. And she was like, no, like how? That's not true. I was literally with him
where's she
every
at, though?
single
Like,
day.
because you're like, if my boyfriend, like, I was like, she has not seen him in 2
days,
weeks.
yeah.
So like, why
is
does she
she?
not give a fuck?
Makes
If I
sense,
hadn't seen my
different
man
schools.
in that long, I'd be like, sir, where are you?
No, see, the thing is, it's like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Like, my first boyfriend who ever cheated on me, I found out within 2 days. I was like, the vibe's off. The vibe is
can
off.
tell.
I'm like, the vibe's off. I was sniffing
My
the vibe.
intuition is too strong
I was like,
for this.
the vibe is off. And then I went to go take selfies on his phone because at the time he had the better phone than I did. And then I like went to go take selfies. He got a Facebook notification. I was like, who the F uses Facebook? He snatches his phone. And then I was like, but this is before this is before iPhone got like high tech, right? And then so I just like did the swipe back thing and then the messages were there. Took a screenshot, took screenshots of the messages between him and the girl and sent him to his fucking mom.
Yes,
That's what you fucking
That's
do.
what you do.
And then we went
That's my favorite.
and then we go to his house because we're coming back from my place and we're going to his house.
Oh, you're
and then
playing dumb right now.
I'm playing dumb.
Okay.
I'm playing dumb. We walk in, his whole family is sitting at the dining room table, like discussing the screenshots his mom just got. And I'm like, and then I go and stand behind. I go and stand behind them, and he's like, "What's going on?" And they're like, "We know what you did." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck it up!"
Also, I love the fact that his family was all like on your side and shit like that. They knew it was fucked up.
well, like, yes, he's a like
you can't
cheater. You can't be a cheater. And then your mom is supposed to be like behind your back. No, fuck you and your mom if your mom knew.
For real, if his mom went by, like,
But I'm not gonna lie, you guys,
like, fuck
but
you
also,
too, bitch.
If I
Girl
had
code
a
until
son,
you die.
I would always choose
Girl
my son
code
no matter
till you
what.
die.
But I
Okay.
have a son. This is my son. So
But
obviously I would
don't you want your
know?
son to not be a cheater? Don't you want to show him well?
I actually would rather him break hearts than fucking get his heart broken. So
Ew.
Okay.
I don't want my boy. I don't want my son to be a
good people in
imaginary
this
son.
world.
a pussy. Like I'm sorry. He can't be a mommy's, but he needs to be an hombre. Okay, I don't need no crying. Fucking, I'm the crybaby. My son better not be the crybaby.
But what if he wants to?
You know what? That's true. You know what? Emotions and like feelings. Like there's some guys who don't even show like any emotion. Like for example, like my man's, he won't show any like lovey-dovey stuff. So when guys do that, I'm kind of like, oh, you have feelings.
He doesn't,
like you
he's
show
not
your feelings.
lovey-dovey to you?
Not in public. To me, yeah. But he's just not in front of people. He's more kind of like a.
Is it
like,
even real?
What?
if nobody sees it, is it even real?
Oh yeah, the relationship. That's not with you guys.
No,
the relationship's with him.
No, but that's how I feel because I would always be like, "Oh, my ex did this," and literally people would be like, "I've never met him before." I'm like,
I have heard so many stories, and I don't know what he. I mean, I know what he looks like because I've seen pictures.
Yeah, but you're like, I've never met him. Right? I'm like,
oh, your boyfriend,
my ex, yeah.
Oh,
because we were together. We were together for like 4 years, and like he just like wouldn't like hang out with my friends and stuff. And I'm like,
I mean, you had and there's an excuse in the beginning because he like
we were long distance.
Yeah, they were long distance, and then I was like, okay, but like once he comes, like
yeah, and like
I'll see what he looks like.
We moved in together, and still I was like, oh, you still don't want to like hang out with like my friends?
What do you
like,
look like? What's your personality?
I know.
Like, literally, you're like living my life right now. You lived my life, so now I'm just like, fuck.
You're following in my footsteps.
Yeah, maybe I should keep on following because then I'll be TikTok famous. We got this.
Period.
Shit.
Period.
Anything, I'll stay the way I am and then work it up. Every 2 weeks I try something new.
From watching your TikToks, I've seen that you put a lot of dedication into your Instagram photos.
A lot of dedication into
I know
my
where
Insta.
this is going. It's gonna be good.
No, it's funny though because I was literally talking with one of my producers about. I was showing him the photos of you for when you were gonna come, and the picture of you when you're holding the football
for Super Bowl.
And he was like, no, like
no
that's
way.
not her football. I know it's not her football. And I was like, since you're speaking of like since you bring that up, she made a TikTok on this.
I literally called every person I know and was like, do you have a football? And they're like, a football? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, no, why would I have a football? I have roommates. Ask my roommates. Nope. I have literally male friends. And they're like, no, I knew one person in the world would have one. And thankfully they did. And it's like football. Some old ass like football
ever made.
From like literally like probably like 2000. Like it was so old. It's like the oldest
so
football.
Weird. It was 20 years ago now.
I know.
I'm 21, so.
I'm 22.
You're 22?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I thought you were older than us. Way older than us.
No.
Why? No.
She's like our age.
Yeah.
Well, you said that you were, I believe you were Aubriana's ex-boss, or right, manager?
Yeah, she was my boss. She just runs shit. Like, she was doing that there all the time. I loved her having her as my boss.
I feel like that's one thing people don't know because they think that they just like see me do videos and they don't know that I work all the time. I'm like the craziest, hardest worker ever. I'm such a Capricorn. Like I literally,
I love cat.
I know all I ever do is work. I'm like all about money.
I
think of. I'm like, yeah. Don't ever talk about a Capricorn man.
We'll have to
fight. I'm like anyone who was born in December or January, even if you're a Sagittarius, and you're a man, like never speak to me. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, me and Ops are Libras, so we are very indecisive as people. I can't make decisions. I'm very flirty.
I just think Capricorn and Aquarius, not Sagittarious. I don't really know.
We're going Leos.
Oh, I'm a Leo rising.
Me too.
No, I'm a Aquarius rising.
What's your moon?
I feel like anytime people start talking about astrology, there's always people that are probably listening that are like
what are you talking about?
Gibberish. Like I'm a pickle and you're a tomato.
Look at this. I'm a Capri Sun because I'm a Capricorn sun.
That's so cute. She has a hydro flask, you guys, that literally has the cutest fucking stickers ever. My favorite one is.
Wait, hot girls have problems too?
Yeah, that's my favorite one too.
I like
hot
that
girls
one.
have problems too. Or like spoiled brat. Because people think, oh my God, I was just talking about this. People think that throwing money at me is like what's going to get my attention. I'm like, babe, no, I'm a spoiled brat. Like I have my own money.
Can get money.
I
That's
have
not
money.
The problem.
Money ain't the problem. I'm like, if I want something, it needs to be done. Like I don't ever want to fold a laundry ever again. So we're going to hire someone or you're going to do it. Like I've never, like this is the first time I've ever had to like fill my own water bottle. Like I've never done that.
I'm so sorry.
Like,
I offered to fill it for you.
No, it's okay. Like even even like when
I
I was
opened the door for you when you got out of the car. We have a video of that.
I'm like, I never touch doors. I'm like, I
here, I
never
got it
fill out
for
my
you.
own water
Well, technically,
bottle.
when we got here, you guys, I think we opened the door for you because you had
That's what I'm
child lock,
saying.
right?
I opened the door for her.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm like, I never do anything. Like, I can pay bills. I can pay for my life, no problem. But I just like don't do
Like
things.
manual labor.
Yeah, like even like, oh my God, I used to fall asleep and like I would just like let all my shit out, and when I would wake up, my phone would be on the charger, my alarms would be on, and I'd be like, oh.
Your ex used to like help you like do that.
Yeah, everyone who I've ever been with has always done everything for me.
You've like followed.
I've been dating the wrong man.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. We've been doing it the wrong way.
I'm like literally spoiled. Like
No,
spoiled,
I'm the mommy.
spoiled.
I spoiled
Standards
them.
went up.
I think it's because also like I was just like I grown up by cooking food, washing dishes,
No,
cleaning
same.
all that stuff.
I have 3 younger sisters, and
that's
I used
why-
to do that. And like people think that like I don't, and I'm like, I know how to do these things. I just don't.
You choose not to.
Yeah.
Should I have the easy life?
That's real power, though. Knowing how to do it and be like, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I can do
Like,
it, I
I
just
do it
don't
all the
want
time
to.
because I know how to do it. So like, why wouldn't I do it?
Yeah.
Let me just help you.
Because I don't want to. I'm like, I don't
Helps
want to
my
wash
ex
dishes. I
keep
don't want
all
to.
of his shit together. And
I'm like, I don't
runs
want
his
to.
money.
I'm like, I don't want to wash dishes.
No,
so I won't.
I'm the nanny in my house for sure. I do my mom's laundry, I do my sister's laundry, I do everything. I cook food for
Yeah,
my
I'm trying not to be
mans,
like that.
I'm the wifey bitch. And
You're
like,
so nice.
and I wish I had that for me, but also I have to remember that like I always do tend to like if I do something nice to you, I expect you to do the same thing to me. And I can't
never
do
expect.
that.
See, the
I'm
thing
gonna
is,
stop doing that.
I'll go above and beyond for someone that I like. I'll go crazy. Like I'll do the most. I'll do the most. But like, if I don't want to do, I don't like to do trivial things. Like if I have a headache, I don't want to go to CVS and get ibuprofen. I want someone else to do that for me. I'll wash all the laundry, but I don't want to fold it. Like I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to do
Yeah.
trivial things, but I'll do big things. I don't like trivial things though.
Okay, I feel that.
Like I don't want to charge my phone. I'll forget. I'll forget.
I'm really bad at charging my phone.
Right? It's always dead. I'm like, oops. And then
My
it's
Apple Watch
horrible.
is always dead.
It's horrible because I work on my phone, and if my phone's dead, I'm like, oh my God, what if I'm getting canceled right now? I'm like, oh my God, what if I'm getting canceled right now? And I start freaking out.
Fuck cancel
I'll be there.
culture. That's
You
stupid.
won't be canceled.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You live forever.
I know, hopefully. Hopefully I'll never be canceled.
Okay. So I feel like this is something that both you guys would think is funny, but you posted a TikTok and it was like, don't let like somebody who doesn't know the difference between
Louis Vuitton and Louis Vuitton. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like I know the difference like when I
in
think
your
about
head.
it.
Right.
But when I first saw that, I was like, what?
Did you get offended?
I was like, wait. And then I was like, wait, no, okay. Louis Vuittons
Are the
red
red bottom
bottoms.
heels, yeah.
Are red bottoms.
And then Louis Vuitton is the LV.
Yeah. See, and I knew what I was talking about. But for a split second, I was like, damn, do
So-
I not know the fucking
So
difference
many people
between
got
the
offended
two?
at that TikTok, and so many French people were like, "You're saying it wrong." I'm like, "I'm sorry, I'm not saying Louis Vuitton." I'm so sorry that I'm not saying that.
I apologize.
I'm like, dude, and when I went to Paris, like I was at the Louis Vuitton store, I was at the Christian Louis Vuitton store, I was at Dior, I was doing all the things, and when I said, "Oh, I like that Louis Vuitton," they didn't go, "Oh my God, why didn't you say that?" Like. You know
they
what I
don't
mean?
give a fuck.
They don't care. They're like, take the money, babe. Babe, if I'm putting money in the thing, I know what I'm talking about. I could say Hermes for all you care. I know it's Hermes. Like, who cares?
Go get some Herms back.
Literally, like, who cares? If I'm paying the money, I can say whatever I want.
True. Period.
I'm
Period.
so a little attacked right now because the way that you said it as a joke is the way I actually say it.
You're like not me getting
like, wait.
offended right now.
Like, wait, that's how you say it? Oh, okay. Right. Write it down.
I purposely say it like that.
You're
wrong.
like it's a joke. It's okay. I say everything wrong. Aubrey's gonna talk about it, so I might as well say it. I can say quirky.
Quirky, right?
Okay, the word is quirky.
There's a W?
There's a W. I'm telling you.
Quirky.
I know.
When I
Quirky.
was working with
I would have spelled it. Corky.
No, that's like
quirky.
Corky is cork. Okay, cork, CORK is like what you put in a wine bottle,
Yes.
and then there's quirky.
Quirky, like when you're like weird.
Like you're like I'm like
you're
cute
a
and
little off.
quirky.
Like
but
she used I think one time you texted me.
I said
and you
quirky,
were like, oh my gosh, you're so
CORKY.
quirky. And I was like,
you're like,
I'm
bitch,
what?
the fuck?
I ain't no
I'm
wine.
a wine cork? Like, I'm so quirky. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
I've been saying it wrong this whole time, you guys. No one's ever called me out on shit like that.
I know.
Oh,
That's the
fuck.
thing too. If I say one thing wrong, the whole internet's gonna fucking know about it. I'm
See,
like, God,
we have the
damn
same
it.
problem. The only difference is that I have my own dictionary. I think
She
you should
just
start
makes
making
words
you need
up.
To, you need to make your own dictionary and see how many words you actually like have on your own. Because like my Gigilicious world, just anything goes. So you fucking say like a fucking
Funner
is a word in my dictionary, all right?
What word?
Funner.
Funner is a word.
No, it isn't.
No, it's more fun.
Is that oh wait, what?
Dude, like
It's-
that's like
it's funner.
First grade in English.
It's funner.
No,
it's
they
funner.
tell
And
you
you're the funnest person.
No,
Yeah.
no, funner's not.
Oh wait,
It's
funnier.
teachers
Wait, stop,
used to
stop,
get
stop,
so
stop,
mad.
stop. Is funnier? Funnier is a word.
Yes.
Like you're funnier.
You're
Yes.
funnier than
Okay,
me,
then
but you're
same
not
time.
funner than me. You're more fun.
It's okay.
Then
in
I
my
am.
world,
Then I
it
am.
works.
Got
you
it.
can say funner in my
Yeah,
head.
no, I'm with the Gigilicious Rolodex because that's how my brain
I'm
works.
just like,
I'm like, no, I don't know. I don't think I come up with any words, but I feel like the way that I use words, people, I don't know if they appreciate. Like I call everyone babes and bestie. That's just how I talk to people. I'm like,
Same.
hey babes, hey bestie. And
I do
I was
same.
at Trader Joe's and I was like, thanks babes. And the cashier literally froze as if he hadn't had personal connection in like 8 years. He was like, he was like, he was like having an anxiety attack because I called him babe and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, babes. I'm like, I'm so sorry, Jonathan. I'm like, oh.
That happened to me on Aubriana because we worked together. And so I said, hey, babe. And my manager thought I was talking to him. He was like, yo, Gigi, don't say that. Don't say that to me. I was like, bitch, the fuck? I ain't calling you babe.
I'm talking to her.
Aubrey, bro. He goes, oh, duh, that makes sense.
I'm
okay.
not your babe.
But he straight up was
know.
like, yo, Gigi, don't say that. I'm just like, the fuck? You think I'm going to call you babe? Like, no, thank you.
I call everyone babe and bestie, and I feel bad because sometimes people are like, don't call me bestie because then I think we're best friends. I'm like, but I think everyone's my
I say
best
girly.
friend.
We
Like,
could
hey,
be,
girly.
like if you want to put a little effort into this relationship.
I know, I'm like, we could be besties.
I'm open.
I'm open
it.
to having besties.
Do you have a girl best friend or like a guy best friend that you like talk to and shit?
Yeah, I do. I have a bunch of I'm like, I have a lot of best friends. But
You
like,
know.
I do have like I have groups of friends that I stick to for certain things, I would say. And then like my best friend of all the groups is a guy.
Oh, okay. Well, those
Okay.
are the best ones, I guess, right? You never know.
Well, I
What
feel
if
like it
it-
just depends.
Yeah,
Like it
come
depends on
something.
like what you're comfortable with. But like I have girl best friends, but I would say like my best friend of like my twin flame, like the person who is literally me personified as another person, just so happens to be a guy.
And vice versa for me. My best friend is also have the same birthday as me. We were born in the same hospital together. I think we're only like 3 hours apart. And he's a Libra
Isn't it so
and everything,
cute? They're
obviously.
like the same day.
So he's the
Wait,
guy
so you guys
version
have
of me.
like the big three, same big three? Is he like also an Aquarius rising and like all this stuff?
I don't know
like, you guys
because I believe if that's the case, yes, because we were born. However, we were born in different times. I know when I searched up mine, I had to put like
Certain,
450.
like,
So
yeah.
if anything, I might be changing a little bit. But I didn't ask him what time he was born. So I was born in
Just
the afternoon.
his sun, moon, and his
You know?
rising.
Yeah.
So, but I'm a rising Aquarius, and then my Libra's moon and everything else.
Okay, well,
is
Adrian,
Libra.
now we need to find out.
So, but my best friend is a guy, and he's literally the guy version of me, and I love it. I wouldn't change it for anything. One thing though, a lot of people like do assume that we've hooked up or like done something. We really haven't. That's just because I think we're so close.
Oh, I've hooked up with my
You know?
best friend.
But we haven't.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, yeah.
I mean, if it happens, it happens. But right now, no. Like he's also a big fucking fuck boy. So no, thank you. You can go like do what you want to do, Adrian. But no,
Adrian's
I'm
getting
good.
called out by name. Y'all are name dropping Adrian.
Adrian was on the
he was on the
podcast.
podcast.
Okay, I'm like,
He's
you guys
come
are
on here
name
before.
dropping.
No,
I'm like,
Adrian-
damn. I'm like using alias names. I'm like, yeah. I'm like my best friend Chad. I'm like, how's it
No,
whatever.
Adrian is a hoe.
He was on episode, I believe, 6 or something.
Oh,
so
okay,
like, yeah.
okay.
So he,
She's really good
He's
at
really
keeping
cool.
track of what number episode we're on.
you know, duh, got to episode 8, bitches. What's up?
So,
Mhm.
the bimbo movement,
Period.
yeah, that's it,
I'm like, period. That's it. The movement.
is really controversial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because people say that it's, highly tied to the
Male gaze. Yeah. And that it's regressing feminism and stuff, which is so weird because it's like the whole movement is about being hyper feminine and being girly and like being able to live your truth in a way that like you haven't because of like the previous culture. So like I would say in the early 2000s and the 2010s, there's like this big wave of second wave feminism was huge, which basically was like no girliness, like don't shave your armpits type of feminism. Like, you know what I mean? Which is fine. You can do whatever you want with your body. You can do whatever you want with your hair. Like I care, you know?
Yeah.
But like in the third wave feminism, it was like more of like the how do you say it? Like the more like the bruh girl. That's what people are calling it nowadays, which is like basically girls who like cars and sports and animes and girls. Yeah, the homie girl.
The
and
chill
then, like,
girl.
The chill girl, the cool girl, whatever.
The
Like that's like the new thing. Like everyone wants like a cool girl. And I'm like, I'm never gonna fucking be cool. I'm never gonna know what sports team. You know where I get my sports news? Twitter. I'm like, oh my God. Some guy asked me, who's your favorite PG? And I looked it up and I was like, I like Paul George.
Who's your favorite guy with the PG initials?
Like, I don't know. I'm never gonna know sports. I'm never gonna know cars. I'm never gonna know anything like that. And it's like, I'm never gonna be cool. I'm not gonna be cool. I just found out who Keanu Reeves is like a month ago.
Keanu?
Yeah.
Keanu?
Yeah, from The Matrix. I found out who he was 1 month ago. I'm like I'm not a cool girl, and I'm never gonna be. I can recite the fucking court scene from Legally Blonde over and over.
You do that?
Gossip Girl, you know, like XO.
I'm like, I could do the whole Gossip Girl like rundown manuscript, and like I can like tell you what happens in Moana, but like don't ask me who Keanu Reeves is. I've never heard of him. What's John Wick? He kills everyone about his dog. What's up with that? Like, I don't know. And I'm never going to be that. And it's like, I don't get why I have to like change myself to fit what's cool in the moment. And I feel like it doesn't need to be like that. Like I can just be girly. I can be overtly girly like I have been my entire life. And if you like it, cool. And if you don't have to.
Yeah.
And that's just how I feel. And I know so many people feel like that. And I get DMs every day from girls and they're like, I always felt like if I was in STEM or if I was in university or if I wanted to be smart, if I wanted to be a feminist, like I couldn't be pretty. And I'm like, dude, you can be gorgeous with it's no correlation to how smart you are.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, you were correct.
But all right, what else do we have for you, mamas?
Wait, no.
Sorry, I want to say something real fast. I had a question. I was going to mention this in the beginning, actually. How did you get your TikTok name or in general your name? How did you come up with it?
Oh my gosh.
That was
okay,
one question.
So Faux Rich. So I used to go by my government name, and then I was like, I posted a video of me unboxing those Louis Vuitton shoes that I told you about, and someone was like, "Daddy's money, daddy's money." And if you know me, I don't have a dad. It's princess's money, babe. It's my money.
It's mine.
It's
I
my money. I work like 3 jobs so that I can pay for whatever I want.
I laughed a little too hard when you said I don't have a dad. Just because I was like, I don't have a mom. Cool.
But like, I was like, why daddy's money? I'm like, boo, ew. I'm like, gross. I'm like, anyway. So I was like, and people were like,
anyway, child.
I was like, I'm fake rich. I was like, I'm not real rich. I'm just fake rich. And then I was like, oh, and I looked up fake rich and someone already had it. So I just chose Faux because like Faux sounds fancier. Faux rich is like way cooler, right? And now it's like my brand. I'm like, I'm faux rich. And
honestly, I will see that like if you came up with merch or something, I would see that like being able to like it looked really good.
Rich?
Yeah, it's really cute. I really like that. You should, come up with merch and I'll fucking like promote it. Hi.
I love the name Faux Rich. I'm glad I came up with it, and it's like so great. I'm glad I came up with it before I like blew up or whatever, because now it's like in every magazine article. It's in every video. Yeah. I'm like. I'm like, that's
I watched
my brand.
that one video. It was literally like 20-minute long, and they were comparing. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, the one where they put me in the thumbnail. And
yes,
they compared me to
I loved it. And honestly, that's why I watched it, because obviously it was talking about like what a bimbo was and all that stuff. Because I honestly, I did have like one perspective of it, and then eventually they were like explaining how like you guys are all changing and like like making it seem something different that it wasn't, because it is something that like people will take offensively sometimes or not.
So I mean, it was something way different than what I thought it was.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, people have like their first ideas when they see something, but after watching that video, I was like, yes,
I know.
girl.
I'm like, I want to be a bimbo. I want boobies.
All right, next.
Like shit.
I was like literally crying the way I called my grandma, my mom, and I was like, look at this video. They compared me to Pamela Anderson and Marilyn Monroe, and they put me on the thumbnail, and I was like, oh my God, like my heart was like racing. I couldn't believe that I was being compared to like some of the most iconic people of all time, like Marilyn Monroe. It was Marilyn Monroe, Pamela Anderson, and Faux Rich.
And they kept having your video in there.
Honestly,
the way that is like the
love that.
craziest thing that I've literally ever experienced in my life. Crazy. Like being in Rolling Stone, being in Mashable, Refinery 29, whatever, like like, whoa, like to me, I'm just like a regular girl. Like I'm normal. And then I've known Aubrey for a very long time. I've known Aubrey for like 4 years. And like she literally today, she was like, I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity. I'm like, no.
When I saw you again, I was like, oh my God, hi. Like, remember me? We used to work together.
I'm like, not us FaceTiming like all the time. I'm like, girl, I'm like, I'm so normal in my head that like sometimes when I get these opportunities to do like big things, like I'm like, oh my God, I forget that I'm not just like a normal person. Like I just like can't go to the grocery store. I'm like, that's weird. It's weird.
Alrighties.
What do you have?
This week on Instagram, I asked my followers what their kink is.
What their kink
What
is?
their kink
Okay.
is.
That's a good
so
question.
we can talk about kinks. And most people said biting, which I feel like
I'm a biter. I'm a love biter. Like I literally want to like
Like you nibble, right? Do you nibble or
no,
just bite?
I'm like
oh shit, I'm hungry, bitch.
Okay,
Like,
some people
I'm
get
like,
the urge too.
But like, I get
I'm
the
like, I
urge to
want
bite.
to.
I'm just like a one bite type of person. I'm not like I'm just like a.
no,
and then
I'm a
like,
nail
done.
person.
Well, yeah, because
I
if you
like,
bite, then it's like,
Oh,
well,
I do
want
that
you to
too.
think
I'm
I'm
like,
I do
trying to
this.
eat you.
You know,
But I'm a
That's
one
my
bite
shit.
person. Okay, what else did they say?
Well, somebody said specifically biting their ear.
I'm not an ear biter.
I like it only because it gives you the chills. You know, like gives
No,
you like
yeah,
that,
I like
you know,
when
you're
my
like,
ears
oh.
like
Oh,
touch.
when someone does it to me, but I don't want to do it to anyone else.
Oh yeah, no, same.
Well, no.
If they do it to me, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Imagine like you bite someone in the ear
Goosebumps.
and it's like you're waxy.
Ew.
No.
No, thank you.
No.
Well, you're not gonna be like all over the fucking.
Ears are so like skinny and tiny. What if
You're
you
gonna be
like
like,
bite somebody's ear
"Ugh."
and then you like
You're gonna be all up
bite
in the
through
ear.
it.
You're like
Imagine if they had gauges though. Like, what would you do?
Put your
You
tongue
know,
through
like
it.
just go like you put my whole fucking face through the whole fucking ear.
you'd have to finger it.
Oh, like-
You like that? Like, you know?
You like that in your ear, baby?
oh my goodness.
What's another one they have?
Another one. Somebody said tied up and blindfolded.
Ooh. Handcuffed? Have you guys ever been handcuffed?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, never mind. Fuck.
I mean, I haven't. I have a rope
Okay,
in my
cool.
car.
You have a rope in your car?
wait, like not like for that, but like
Are you
I've been
kidnapped?
When I saw
Wait.
this, I've been looking at the back of my car and I'm like, I could use that. I just had to figure out what kind of knots you're supposed to do.
The way that I've literally been tied up with like my graduation cords.
Holy shit.
I'm like it's like biomedical science graduation cords, and I'm like, I like to be fucked. I'm like, oopsie.
Those are the best. Yes.
Okay, what's your kink, Aubrey? Go.
Yeah, what is your kink, babe?
Okay, so I was thinking about this because I don't think that I have a specific kink yet, but I am very open to kinks.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I feel like I'm a kinky person. Like I'm open to trying a lot of new
You haven't
things,
found it yet.
but I haven't found it yet.
Mm.
So like if anybody wants to help me find it, like
Okay.
looks deep in the camera.
Gigilicious.
I don't think it's a kink. I'm telling you, I think I like to definitely scratch. Like one thing, like I'd be really upset. Like I love when my boyfriend's like, "Ow, like dude, I still have this like scratch mark here." I'm be like, "I'm sorry." You know, I love the scratching thing and also that little nibble
Pain.
thing where it like, comes to the ear. I really like that too. But I definitely don't have like a crazy ass kink yet, like Aubrey. But I will say, scratching a little pain here and there won't hurt anyone.
No.
How about you? Like I like to get slapped.
I
bitch.
guess
Like,
I like to beat me up. I'm like, you know that scene in
No.
it's coming to me, a hot chick where they switch bodies.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
In the sleepover where they're like getting thrown against the wall with the pillow. I'm like, do that to me. I'm like, just beat me up. I'm like, it's fine. I'm like,
Okay, actually maybe I do have a kink.
maybe it's being beat up. I'm like, just a little bit.
Yeah,
but like, don't deck me. Just like do a little.
No. Yeah.
Like, don't send me to the
I
hospital.
don't want to
but, like,
die, but I'm
send
like,
me to
maybe
the
like
hospital.
bow.
No,
like I want to
no
feel
bruises.
like
Like I want to be like a little closer to God after. Like,
yeah. Wait, did you say no bruises?
no, I'm like, I don't want to like not visible. Like I'm not like Hickey City. Like
Well, not
I'm good.
hickeys, but
Yeah.
sometimes just from like regular hooking up, I've gone home and accidentally had some bruises.
You're anemic for sure. Girl,
Sorry,
don't even.
then.
I am
Okay.
anemic,
Girl,
actually.
I'm like, girl, you're anemic, hundo. Like,
I
don't
am
even
anemic.
try me right now.
So, and I don't take my iron pills, so I really need to do that. So, gotta eat. I've been eating more meat though, so getting some iron. Also, I thought that I wasn't gonna. I don't get my period no more. So I thought.
Oh my god.
I thought that because I didn't get my period, I was still not gonna be anemic. So I'm not losing blood. And Aubriana totally called me out. Was like, bitch, like you're still anemic. Like you know, I'm just like, well, I don't fucking bleed every month, so like. You know, birth control, bitches. But that's why I'm like, but damn, not thinking about it. Yeah, I should probably take my iron pills again. Like, I need to do that.
Gigi, what the fuck?
Like, are you talking about kings?
Like, the way that my brain works is like, I don't know popular culture things. Like, don't ask me who, like, what movie Matt Damon is in. Like, I'll never know. But, like, I do have a degree in biomedical science. I'm like, oh my God, no, girl, you are anemic. Your white blood cell count is low. I'm like, oh my God, da, 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 da. And that's how my brain works. Like, I only know like one thing, and I'm like, that's the one thing I know. But I'm like, ask me about other shit. I'm like, girl, I'm lost.
No, Aubriana knows everything, man. If I don't know something, like, Aubrey, you know this? You're like, bitch, how do you not know that? I'm like, because I'm fucking Gigi fucking licious. I'm fucking stupid. Like, that's why. Like, are you surprised? You're like, oh, you're right.
But you're not stupid. You know the things that you know. Yes. You don't need to know the things that you don't know.
You know what? Yes, but at the same time, I do have a lot of people that I think I know what it is, but then it's like the complete opposite of what it is. You know, everyone has different context and like certain things, you know? So that's why I'm like, oh, shit. Like, okay, never mind. You know, when even like, you know? But, all right, is there anything else you want to talk about, Aubrey? Because we're getting close to the end of this episode.
I don't think so.
No?
We talked about a lot today.
I know. So before we leave, I do want to tell you guys to please follow our YouTube channel, Gigilicious World. Also, Aubriana has a TikTok, which is, I believe, the same thing as her Insta.
Aubriana.Marie.
Exactly. Also, do you want to put
Janice
your
said that I was funny. She said that she liked all my TikToks because I'm funny.
Yeah, Aubrey does really funny skits. I love that shit.
If you want to laugh.
And yours.
And if you maybe not want to laugh, I don't know. I think I'm funny, kind of sometimes. But it's Faux Rich, FAUXRICH on TikTok and FAUX.RICH, Faux.Rich on Instagram.
Yes.
Damn, girl, you already had that
I
ready.
know it.
You're like, okay.
I'm like, I know my brand.
Are you that girl on TikTok?
I have one.
I don't know. I mean, I have the app on my phone.
That's how I answer. If you ever see me in person and you go, oh my God, are you that girl from TikTok? I'll be like, yeah, I have one.
Like, we both look on the same For You page.
And also, guys, this is our first time having like a video recording. So let us know what you guys think about this. If you liked it, if you guys didn't, let us know, because it's our first like try, and I'm glad that we did it with you because your personality is amazing. And obviously, you guys can tell like the energy was definitely very high today. So let us know what you guys thought of the episode, and make sure that you guys follow Primo Media Group so you guys know when all of our videos come out and all that. Put your notification button on, you know, and we'll see you guys next week with another episode. Bye, you guys.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
Of course.